Good morning. So, welcome to today's episode of Morning Capsule with Mrs. Hay. Today, I want to talk about three things that I think you need to get right. Once you get those three things right, as a lady, I feel you have peace in your marriage. Once those three things are in place, you can begin to mention a lot of things, but those 3 points, every other thing encompasses around them. You understand? So first is the God factor. You can't have a happy marriage, you can't have a peaceful life, you can't have a marriage of your dreams, you can't get a man of your dreams, a godly man, without God. Everything in this life evolves around God. So if you're looking at having a good home, a peaceful home, a home with rest, where you have that joy, then you cannot do without God. That God is the center of it all. After God is God. So you have to get it right with God first. How do you get it right with God? If you're already a Christian, doesn't mean that you have God in you. Your relationship with God matters. You have to have a good relationship with God first. God has to recognize you as his daughter, and you have to be talking to him on a daily basis. Read your word, go to church, do something about God. Our primary assignment on earth should be God, and every other thing can follow. So God is more important than any other thing in your life, or should be more important than every other thing in your life. Because imagine having the father of the whole universe as your own personal father. Not just that title, oh, is my father, is my father. You can really boast and you know that you have that relationship with God. Then, everything that comes to you, anything that life throws to you, would come, as in you'd even know that you will overcome. But because you have a God that can fight for you, that can put you through, that can tell you, oh my daughter, this is how to live, this is how to do it, this is how to overcome. So the most important thing you need to know as you're about getting married, or if you're going to get married somewhere someday, or as you're even married, you have to have a very good relationship with God. Number 2 is you. After God, you are the most important person in your life. If you do not love yourself, if you do not value yourself, if you do not see yourself as a priority, then it's going to be difficult for you to value yourself. Do you understand? Like, value yourself. You are most important. The most important being in your life is you. Love yourself, value yourself, do things that makes you happy. Because if you don't love yourself, how do you expect to get loved by someone else? If you don't value yourself, how do you expect someone else to value you? So the way you carry yourself, the way you live your life, you understand, would depend on how someone else can treat you also. Do you get it now? So once you love yourself and you place high value on yourself, it helps the other person to know how to treat you. Do you get it now? So the most important being, like I said, in your life is yourself. Love yourself, value yourself, do things that makes you happy, care about yourself, about your well-being, about your life. You're a priority. You're wonderfully made. You're beautiful. You're just enough, So and the last thing I'd like to share today is know when to quit, know when to say, oh no, I've had enough. You see, this is where the problem comes in, because of the fact that we have this mentality that I have to endure, I have to suffer. Oh, what's he going to say? What's she going to say? What's the world going to say? Everyone makes a mistake. Once you make a mistake and you know that you've made a mistake, there are some mistakes that you make that you have to just let go first. I mean, you have to just move away from that thing before you can get redemption. You can't just stay there and hope that redemption will come from you. When you recognize that there is a sin, the first thing is to wash yourself clean and move away from anything that can make you come back to that sin. I mean, there are a lot of beautiful good women out there that lost their life, lost their soul, their mind, because they couldn't say no when they're supposed to say no. I mean, it's okay to try, it's okay to believe that things is going to be fine, but sometimes you just have to say no and just move away. Or that relationship that you know that has lot of red flags, and a lot of things is just wrong about it, but you are thinking, okay, you work on it and everything will get better. Just learn how to say no. Know how to give up what you're supposed to give up. It doesn't make you less of a person. It doesn't mean that you are not strong enough. There are just some situations that you find yourself that you should never find yourself in, and once your eyes have been opened and you can see it, just say no. There is no need to beat around the bush. There's no need to sugarcoat and to just see how you can cope with it. You get? So learn how to say no when you should say no. Learn how to walk away when you should walk away. There is no point in dressing a problem, making it look good, look great. A problem is a problem. Some problems can't be fixed. I mean, I can't overemphasize on that. And another episode I will talk about situations where you just have to move out from that marriage. There are situations where you just have to move out. You understand? So those three things, if you can just get it in place, I mean, you have that peace, you have that joy. Once you have God in your life already, I mean, there is no joy that surpasses that. And when you value yourself, you know that you are the most important person to you. You would also have that peace. No matter what comes to you, no matter what happens to you, you know that you have to care about yourself. You have to be sane. You know, you have to stay alive for yourself. You get? And also when you know how to say no, when you know how to say, this is not for me, this is not my future, I can't continue this way, then things will begin to work together for you. So thank you for listening. I hope I've been able to pass across a good point to you. If I have, please like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed on my channel, please do. And then please, you can kindly share to your statuses and everything. Thank you so much.